guys, welcome to Classic Rock and Country Music Facts and Trivia. Thank you for stopping by. Today's video is on 6 bass players who shaped Gene Simmons' sound. And we'll start with the first one. And it would be Paul McCartney. McCartney's probably the most influential bassist for me. The biggest compliment I can give Paul McCartney is that you can pick the vast majority of the Beatles songs and you'll remember what the bass was playing. Not a lot of movement on bass. The bass locks in with the drums, and that's the railroad track on top of which the train goes. AC/DC do it probably better than anybody in the style and genre, but Paul McCartney and the Beatles were closer to a string quartet, where the violin and the cello had their own melody. Ronnie Wood. One of the top guys I listened to early on was Ronnie Wood, but only in his stint in the Jeff Beck group. Those first 2 records were pivotal. They came out before Led Zeppelin. I heard that stuff and was awed by how free-flowing they were. Jeff Beck, of course, soared above everything else, while the bass had its own tone. It took me a while to find a tone that I had in my heart and my head. You had to find that right instrument, the right piece of wood and all that to get anywhere close. Felix Popularity. Felix Popularity from Mountain had a similar approach on bass and a tone which was distorted, but there was a lot there. There was Leslie West guitar and keyboards, but I remember Felix's bass lines. Again, there's a lot of really good bass players like that. You hear the riff and then the bass comes in and it's like a train track that locks in with the drums, which is very effective. And you pump that one note. Very seldom do I play like that. The best lines often would come the riff of the song like Black Diamond. Chris Guire. I never paid attention to anybody as far as what I wanted to do. My own piece of advice to anybody is to go into the jungle and find out for yourself what's the best path for you. But another influential guy is Chris Guire from Yes. Carol Kaye. You can't say bass playing without Carol Kaye. People thought it was an African-American gentleman playing bass on those Motown records, but there was a short Jewish woman doing that, and I knew her, and we played bass together. She taught me stuff, and she taught me real hard, telling me, no, you're playing the notes, but you're not playing the feel. She approached the bass, yes, as a low end of the spectrum. However, when the beat goes on, the bass line is the whole song. That's the most memorable thing, and Carol Kaye came up with that. Michael Anthony. Michael Anthony from Van Halen never got a lot of attention, but he's really good. I remember being impressed with him when I produced that first Van Halen demo. Of course, with a band there's a lot of room because Eddie's doing his part, especially live. They basically played live at Electric Lady Studios, and Michael, I didn't tell him to, but he was using an Ampeg, which I also used early on. There was that sound, that approach, where Eddie would have a riff, but Michael was playing around it. It's like people trying to chase a fox and get into the trap, which is much more interesting to me than walking a straight line where you know where you're going. And read a lot of stuff where Gene Simmons is a really, really good bass player. It might surprise a lot of people, but his critics, and this is coming from other bass players saying it. So I tend to buy into that. And as a matter of fact, I listen to him and I watch him. I see him in concert, and he's really good. That's coming from another bass player who's not too good. Anyway, all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please like this video. You guys have a great day. God bless you. And I'm praying for you.